Your party had arrived in the forestry town of Oswall and headed into the local tavern. Shortly after arrival, the lively bartender and patrons became distant and glossy-eyed, acting as if driven only by motors. Finding themselves trapped by an impassable barrier, the party found a dungeon of oozes and a malicious, indescribable entity in what seemed like a trans-dimensional space underneath the tavern. After being kicked out by the entity, the party returned to the tavern only to find the entrance to the dungeon no longer there, and the patrons all lively again. The bartender offered the party some free drinks and asked them what year it was, mysteriously. The bartender seemed confused that it was AS-50 and not AS-45. The party sets up camp in a nearby forest grove. Morning arrives. It's 7 a.m. on Wednesday, May 11th, and the party isn't quite sure what year it is. Robin suggested overnight that they travel to the town of Margo, heading southeast on the hilly area. Now, with the 60-year-old map, they have a more accurate, probably, representation of the land on which they travel. Adventure awaits in the plains beyond. Perhaps they should get some more supplies, though, as Margo is several miles away. Doesn't seem like there's much to do out yonder than chit-chat and pick flowers on the peaceful countryside. You can feel free to spend as much time in the camp as you wish. Just let me know when you wish to leave the camp, and I will drag everyone to the next area.
How much gold was it? 23 gold.
You also found, like, a bunch of gemstones that you could totally sell to somebody somewhere.
I suggest we sell the emerald, buy a
And
wagon.
the amethyst.
The amethyst is pretty.
But we should sell it for gold so that we can afford supplies for the trial ahead.
You're probably right. More money can't hurt.
I'd rather go over-prepared than under-prepared.
First thing on the docket, though, wagon.
So who's going to take the gems to sell them? I say we put the 3 gold aside until we can get it to a round number and split it for the rest of the 24 ways so each of us get 5.
5
Sound
gold
good?
sounds nice. Yes.
Okay.
Agreed.
And then I will take the amethyst and emerald. Once we get those sold, we'll add that to the 3 gold, and hopefully we'll come to a nice number that can be divided by 4. We found out that we found some cracked pengu pebbles.
Sounds like a rainbow when you put it in the coal.
Is that what it does?
Yes, it's cracked. It doesn't properly light up, but it does. It is make a pretty sight.
Well, we got something pretty then. We also, I think you figured out something about that glowstone, right?
It could possibly be more valuable than I imagined, but I cannot actually properly determine its value. But I do know that as a value as a tool, it does light up quite a far range of 100 feet.
Oh, that's handy.
Yes, torches. An illusion.
And then we had the telescopic lens, which... Did we find out anything about that?
At any range, we can just see things. It's quite handy.
Okay. You found out something about the silver staff that I got.
Yes, it's called a paddling staff. Yep.
Paladin's lance.
Thank you.
Oh, the paddling.
It's a very different thing.
Paddling.
I don't think you should be paddling anyone with a staff. No. No.
I like
In
the
short,
word
it's a magic
paddling
weapon that
staff.
extends, so I think it would be quite perfect for you.
All right. So I will keep it then. What did we find out about the bow, other than it's very cold?
According to what I found out, it's called a Sub-Zero bow, actually, and does frost damage.
I believe this bow will enchant the arrows that it shoots with also to do cold damage.
Ooh.
Yeah, any organic soul in this bow would be stricken with frostbite if held for too long.
That is true.
I
We
see.
also did find a pair of gloves, which, in theory, I suggested would probably help with the bow. And they do. They just terrify me.
Why do they terrify you?
I don't know. There's some, like, black substance that seems like it's from another world, but you can put it on and it's actually safe. Just don't keep it on. I wouldn't suggest it. They're called the Gloves of Soft Touch, if I remember correctly. And they live up to the name in that you kind of lose feeling when you touch other things, but that's good when you're touching a bowl made of ice, basically. The gloves.
No.
Wow.
The gloves might be evil, but they're pretty useful if we do need them.
Good to know. Did we do anything with the arrows? Just found out that they're like normal arrows, maybe?
You know what? I didn't even think about examining the ammunition that would be fired from the bow.
That seems like
Neither have I.
an oversight.
I didn't either, because I assumed someone else did it.
I looked through so many things. I got tired, okay?
That's fair. Find out too much about the bound locket other than it might come from Arius?
Yes, that seems to be the case, and that whoever it's bound to, that's what we gotta find. But that might be harder said than done.
Mm-hmm. What did we find out about the broken pommel?
I couldn't learn anything. I feel that this might be beyond our ability to discern.
I can tell you that the material used for the pommel itself is from all 5 nations, together in different resources. But that stone is something we cannot determine what the heck it is.
Maybe we'll be able to find someone in town who can identify this, and if not in Oswall, then in Margo, maybe.
This is a country that's supposed to have experts in magic, correct? So hopefully we should be able to find such.
Is that true?
Well, yes, I was born here from a family of scholars. So
Oh. I didn't know that.
Yes. And I do know that this place is supposed to be like a magic haven of sorts for such.
That's part of why I've come here.
Interesting. And you said the gloves were weird. Did we figure out anything about the sheathed dagger?
Handle with caution.
It's
a knife. It's bitey.
It kind of almost seemingly exploded in my hand, and almost dropped it on my shoe. It got messy.
I see.
It's angry.
It's angry.
Angry is a good way to describe it.
Okay. What about the runic papers?
I can tell they're magic. That much I know for sure. It might be some kind of dark magic, but the language is indecipherable to me. And so until we find someone to translate it, they're just paper.
Now,
They're just paper.
there is this magic lens that seems to have runes.
Oh, you're talking about the telescopic lens from earlier.
Yes.
It's got the same symbols on it as the runic paper.
Oh. They might be some kind of instructions, or maybe a recipe of some sort of how that device was made, or might be related or made by the same source.
I get the sense that we have to bring it to the right person.
Right person this, the right person that. We just basically got to expand our search and hope people can help us.
We can't find any of the wrong people, though. That won't be useful.
That's true. That's why we got to sort them.
Let's see, what else? We have the candles. I couldn't figure out anything about them other than they're candles. And it's like the merchant said, can't separate them.
They might just be candles.
Maybe they are just candles, who knows? We couldn't really figure out anything about the magical necklace other than it seemed to draw me towards it and make me angry.
Should we be concerned?
So should we have to worry about Lorenzo being possessed or something?
Maybe.
Good heavens, no.
We can't say no. We can't say yes.
I feel perfectly
It's only
fine.
a gamble. Hooray!
I like gambles.
Sometimes they're fun, and sometimes you die. It's just how it goes.
This is very true. I haven't died yet, though. That's good.
And I'm guessing we didn't really deal much with the journal or the map.
No.
I mean, I examined the map. I know there's places in this world that time and space have both shifted, but there's a whole place that didn't exist before that now does exist, and other places that did exist that don't exist. More specifically, there's a whole twin city that exists in Yaboy that I would like to investigate at some point, but as that's a very long way and we have to head to a port, which is in the direction of Margo, I suggest we save that for later.
Where's your boy?
Right next to us. It's the country right next to us.
Oh, Subboy.
It's Subway, not Yaboy?
It's Subboy.
I'm sure it's called Subway.
Ah. I'm a studied man, not a worldly man.
That's
The
all
librarian
right.
is judging you.
Alright, so it sounds like we have a plan to go into town, sell some stuff, maybe ask around about the different items that we couldn't really identify.
Yes, I think this is a good next step.
So who?
I mean, that is the good first step, but we should probably establish our second step before we do such. In such that Arya is going to be obtaining our gold, and I believe that gold should probably be spent on a wagon. So do you know, we should probably search for a place to buy such.
I mean, we'll only find that by going into town.
I mean, that's true. So I'm saying don't spend the money frivolously. We need, the first thing on our mind should be transport.
Was not planning to. I was planning to split it up among us.
I mean, yes, that's true. The emerald's probably going to be a lot, I imagine.
Well, once we get into town and figure things out, yes, I do think getting a wagon and a horse to pull the wagon would be a good idea.
What do you
Unless
think about a
someone
horse?
is offering. Yeah, unless someone is offering to pull the wagon.
We have a
I can pull it.
FEMA.
I
FEMA
don't
is
think we should
basically a
extend
wagon.
FEMA so much.
It's fine. I can carry a house.
You cannot carry a house. I'm gonna step in there. Heck you. You can carry 1,069 pounds, and that is your limit.
Nice.
I can carry a small house.
And I suggest that is a great idea, rather than having a horse that we have to feed and maintain. I mean,
Oh,
this country is
sure.
known for its good wood, so we should hopefully find a well-made wagon, and hopefully it will last us.
Okay, so
You're
we don't need
one-
a lot of supplies.
Oh, and I would also like to inform the group that water need not be concerned. I can just make like 12 gallons of that on demand if we really need it.
I also have some extra rations if anyone's interested.
I also have rations, luckily, but anyone come with hunting abilities or the ability Goodberry or anything like that?
I can be a dry cleaner. And I just cast prestidigitation, and everyone's clothes gets clean.
If we had alchemy supplies, I can make soap and perfume. And a bomb.
Okay, so we
Ooh,
have
and explosions.
cleanliness covered, but not food necessarily. Okay, good to know.
We have water covered. I have a little magic jug that produces 8 gallons of fresh water.
Water is not food!
You can have my rations. I don't need them.
Yeah, Thema don't need to eat.
Really, what does Thema do for energy?
No synthesis.
So you're a plant?
I'd like to think so.
You're a plant?
Thema is one with nature. That's the sense I'm getting from them.
Concern. Concern.
Why would you be concerned?
Well, because I believe someone mentioned that they might be a druid, which comes with the ability to control plants.
Yes, I think that would be me. I don't know. I was gifted a druid spellbook at some point in my life. I learned a couple of things.
Oh,
Please
that's
tell me if
cool.
you can find Goodberry. That does sound useful.
I don't think Goodberry was in it. I've read it like a couple of times.
But travel should only take 1 day, and I think I already have enough food for myself for 10 days. Thema's offering to give
Yeah.
food. So food doesn't seem to be a major concern, but it is a nice thought of where can we get it. We should probably make note of that while we're in this town. I'd actually suggest getting fishing equipment since we're on islands and there's a bunch of water surrounding us. So in any case we do run low on food, we can grab ourselves supplies.
All right, so we should probably head into town and get a move on, since now we have step 1 and 2 decided, right? And
Yes.
then we reconvene after step 2. guess we
Indubitably.
Also, you guys should figure out who's
Indubitably.
taking what item to figure out what to do with.
I'm just going to stretch real quick.
Well, my
Oh,
first goal when we reach the new city will be to discover if anyone can translate those rune papers, and I'll probably have Lorenzo with me because of...
There's no one here that can do that?
Well, I've looked through it, Lorenzo's looked through it, and you want to give it a try?
Let's get to Oswall and see if we can sell the things, and if you guys can figure out any information about the things we couldn't figure out.
Hooray! Let's fucking go!
Let's go! Does
going with the
anyone
map.
remember which direction the town was?
The town is north.
Okay, we should probably just go to the north side of the map.
I think we just head to town the same way we did there before, and I think we'll be fine.
If you have cleared an entire quadrant and want to fast travel instead of having to take turns, if you'll all just universally agree, if no one wants to do anything, you can say, I want to fast travel to the tavern because meh.
We wish to travel to the tavern.
I mean, I guess that's the only way we're going to figure out where things are in town, unless we just walk up to every door and knock on it and go, hello, is this a shop?
That sounds rude as hell. Let's go to the tavern.
Okay, we're going to...
I like that idea better.
I agree with going to the tavern.
And
Okay.
I forced Ema to go to the
That's
tavern.
3 out of 4.
But I want to talk to the horses.
I also want to speak to the large horse friend.
So that's 2 out of 4 for going to the tavern, and 2 out of 4 to talk to the horses.
Well, I'll go to that
Fine.
tavern after the
Gentle.
horse, of course.
I guess
Okay.
they're not going to stop until they see their horse friend.
The gigantic horse whinnies at you and seems to be judging you harshly.
I would like to pet the horse.
I'm just going to start making my way over to the tavern.
Feel free to pet the horse, that's fine. Yes,
Yay.
Arya, you may head over to the tavern. It is the one right next to the wooden shit.
I'll be babysitting. You go on, Arya.
I'll just be waiting.
Lost friend.
What
Horse
a
is
lovely
friend.
animal.
Zoom
It is
in a bit
beautiful.
so Bert
I
can
spin
see
with
all better.
joy for this
Yes.
beautiful animal. All right. Now to the
Jovial
tavern.
rotations.
To the
Yes.
tavern.
I'm gonna go in the tavern, you hecking heckers.
Amazing.
For the record, feel free to move further than 30 feet. You're fine.
Oh, okay.
I did not size the tavern correctly.
Oh, we all just follow Arya to the tavern if that is our desire. Yes.
Whee!
Woo! I shout over to the barman. Hello, McBarman. If that's even is your name.
Robot, it is my name. Thank you.
Hi, we're that weird group of adventurers, if you remember us from last time.
We were wondering if you knew if there was any kind of like shops in town, like a general store.
Or a magic store.
In this
Or
town.
a store.
Nope, the nearest shop is in Margo. We have a lumber mill to the west, though, if you're interested in some wooden goods, but just be
Do you happen
forewarned
to know
that...
if they sell wagons there?
Probably, but just be forewarned that the wait list for items is quite long since we have a lot of orders to fill.
Well,
Noted.
boys, it sounds like we are going to be walking to Margo.
I suggest we go to the mill first and see if there's anything we would like to buy at all.
Wait,
I
What
mean,
if we
I don't know about you guys,
steal
but I only
that
have
large
15
horse?
gold. Please,
I
please don't.
I would not suggest taking our horses. They are extremely loyal to us, and they will crush you.
Oh, so even if I do it and you don't see, the horse will still be angry about it.
Yeah, probably.
Well, that won't work then. Thank you anyway.
I mean, they kind of
we
like
got
it here.
20 gold
This is
from our-
home.
From our travels, and I have 25 on me, so that makes a 25 gold just with me. Arya is 15, so that's about
I'm broke.
60 gold. I'm pretty sure we all, congratulations. We're all
I have-
pitching in for this one. We all
I have
need the
5
transportation.
I have 5 gold.
5 gold
That's
worth.
I have
You
this
cannot
many.
buy one of our horses. We need those.
We are not buying a horse. We plan to go to the mill, hopefully ask for a wagon, hopefully be sold a wagon, and travel.
Can we buy half of a horse?
No.
So there's no sort of shops or anywhere that we could sell things or buy things in town, and there's nowhere where we can, other than the mill, maybe acquire a wagon, but it sounds like there's a long wait list. Am I understanding this correct, Mr. Barkeep?
That is correct. Most of this town is just houses for our workers and this tavern, because obviously after a long day of chopping magical wood, we all want to relax and have some good times.
How magical is this wood?
Have you
Can I do
been
tricks?
to this country before?
Wood, I don't think
I
does
have not
party
been to this
tricks.
country before.
Here
I am
I.
new here.
Well, most of the tree growth here is replenished every year by the use of magic dust from the western side of the country, especially out of Margo. We have a major export and import between here and there of lumber and magic dust. And so all of the wood that we are constantly growing and chopping down is very, very magical.
It's quite impressive.
If
Interesting.
you'd like to know the specific magical properties, you will have to ask the buyer of that particular tree, because each tree is grown to a specificity.
Dima, would you like to lead the charge into the direction of west?
My cardinal directions are out of whack. Is it this direction?
Yeah,
it is that direction.
Yes, it is that direction. All maps
Never
are
eat.
north-oriented.
Never eat soggy worms.
Soggy
I was
worms.
told it was never.
I'm
Oh,
just
you're
gonna
going
dash
back.
ahead.
All you can see is a whole bunch of nothing. There's some stuff to there's definitely some like animals, some kind of like horse-looking things to the west. And there's
Horse.
some like trees and hilly crap to the south. Gonna put this here, and this here, and this over here. Waiting for chunks to load. Chunks have loaded. Oh look,
Chunks.
a horse.
A horse.
Horse!
There's a couple of
Ah,
horses
It's like normal sized.
I go to pet horse. I shall pet every horse within the vicinity.
There's a whole
There are
bunch of
so
horses.
many horses.
The Thima's
we do.
action is to go to the horse. Arya, what is your plan of action?
here. I mean, are we certain
Explore.
that it's still west? Because I see,
Yep,
I think I
it's
see a
still
path.
west. That path goes back into the village.
Okay.
I mean, there's lumber around here being cut, so I assume the mill is close by.
Hey,
Wait. Are there just logs here?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Are you saying these are free-range logs?
So they're not.
No.
They're logs that are obviously in front of Oswall.
We're gonna just take them and then not be noticed. Especially because
Yeah.
they're bigger than our entirety.
Lorenzo.
Here.
I can carry a log or
Yes.
two.
It's your
Is
turn to move.
Oh, I see. I'm going to roll over to this other beautiful horse over here. Yes.
Okay.
I'd like to make this horse my friend.
Animal handling. Are you just trying to befriend it, or are you trying to like tame it, or are you trying to steal it? What are you doing exactly?
Wait, no, I want to be its friend. Maybe even
Okay.
its soulmate.
Okay, that's fine.
But in that horse way.
Yeah. The horse whinnies and walks away from you.
Well said, friend.
I love Lorenzo's upbeat attitude.
Just gonna go wander over yonder.
Indeed.
Good. You're gonna go towards the lumber mills that you can very sort of obviously see to the west.
Indeed. That is my current life goal.
Everyone's just gonna leave Thema behind.
Thema, what are you doing, my friend?
Patting horses.
There's more horses over here. We're surrounded by them.
These horses are better. Come over here. Look. This one's
These
brown.
ones are bigger. This one's bigger.
We got two bigger horses over here.
I shall not discriminate. Petting the horses.
There are two giant horses over by the rest of the party.
If I don't pet these ones and leave them out, they might get jealous.
Okay, come pet them and then make your way over here.
I will.
Sprint over here, Thema.
But the horses.
I mean, you just pet the horses. You can now come run to us.
You've all discovered lumber mills.
So I suggest our first action is try not to bother the workers, but ask where the boss is, head to the boss, and hopefully purchase something.
Thema will
We're
do
just
her best.
running up to these people. That's great. Just sprinting. Excuse me, I have to stretch.
Hi, this is a hostile takeover.
All right.
Oh, what?
Horses.
I'm sorry, I'm just messing with you. We're not businessmen. We just need to find your boss.
Everyone except for Lorenzo notices that Lorenzo's necklace is slightly glowing.
Hey, Lorenzo, you still feeling good?
Yes, I feel fine. I got to see many horses. In fact, I feel very good.
Well, your necklace is glowing, and we just want to make sure that you're still good. You feeling good? All good?
Oh, is it? I reach up to touch the necklace. Does it feel different?
Nope. Feels normal. Feels like a necklace.
That's interesting. No, I feel fine.
Well, I'm going to walk over here and ask this gentleman, hey, do you know where your boss is right now at the current moment?
The gentleman is chopping wood and does not look up at you. Maybe you should speak up.
Excuse me, sir, do you know where your boss is? We would all like to talk to him.
The man stops chopping for a minute, looks up at you. The man sort of like glowers at you and like puts his axe on his shoulder and sort of turns towards you, but like not like seriously. He's like, I'm kind of focused on my work here. We don't have a boss. We just work and make the things that we're told to make. We get our orders from slips delivered to us by the importers and exporters.
So that's how things work around here.
Do you have an order to fill?
I think we do not. Do we? Does anyone would like to order anything, I guess, now?
Alright, and then he goes back to chopping and just does not care.
Well, that was very eventful. And it looks like we have to place an order from somewhere else and have a slip put in. So I guess we are just hoofing it to our next destination. Margo.
Yep. Had a feeling that was going to be the case.
Other people could try talking to them. You could talk to different ones. You'll also definitely see that there's like some more crap to the west. There looks like there's maybe some woodland and some industrial looking stuff to the west. And to the south, you kind of vaguely see a whole bunch of nothingness and then some forest.
I'm gonna just observe the people.
A man closest to you sort of looks up at you, nods upward, just like a sup. Goes back to axing.
Response.
You have established friendship with the hardworking citizen.
Yes. Didn't even have to try.
Or acquaintanceship, whatever. I don't know.
While he's not paying attention, I'm going to cast Charm Person.
Charm Person, DC 13, Wisdom saving throw. Berserker succeeds. I love how that's automatic. That's great.
So he now knows I attempted to charm him.
He stops axing, turns around, looks you up and down, and says, "Well, how you doing?"
I think we need to leave, because I think we've just become third wheels, Lorenzo. What do you think?
Oh my.
I would be okay with leaving, yes.
So putting on the absolute most sweetest voice that I can, I mean, I was just wondering if maybe you could do us just a slight favor and somehow tell us how we can procure a wagon?
Well, you can chop down some trees, shape them into wagon parts, and put them together.
And if we don't know how to do that?
I suppose that one of us could teach you all once we're on break.
And how long would that be?
I would say approximately 3 months.
You are
That's a
very
long
industrious people.
Yeah, well, we get a week of summer break because, it gets too hot to chop.
I love that album.
Well, thank you anyway so much for your time.
Well, I don't think we can take your offer now. If I do come back in the future, I would like to remember this. I would like to learn more things.
He looks at you and with like a little eyebrow waggle, he's like, "So will you be back in 3 months?"
Oh.
Maybe, if our adventures take us this way.
I hope to be so. I think Arya has unfinished business with you.
Shh! Quiet you.
Oh, I shall not. It's not my specialty.
Fama just turns around and be like, "What's going on over there?"
Nothing.
The future.
Nothing at all. Let me come jog up next to you here. I ran over to my metal friend here.
Oh my god,
I'm
you're just fucking spinning.
And now I'm spinning next to my metal friend.
Oh my god.
While occasionally giving finger guns to this gentleman right here, next to the pile of wood.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Well,
Oh my
I'll
god.
be babysitting. You have fun, Arya.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And that will be the end of my turn.
They're all a bunch of hackers.
Yes, they are.
Fama's going to go on the east side so she can peer further in.
Well, once again, thank you so much for your time. I'm going to go check and see what the other members of my party are doing.
You come back soon, you hear?
Definitely will do. Casually walk this way.
And then he goes back to shopping. He's just like, "Okay, I got work to do."
Just lean on this wooden structure here and stare at this fellow and say, "Hello, how are you doing?" Just
Before
like
you can say anything, he looks up at you and says, "Could you please get off of my work?"
Yes, of course. My apologies. I thought it was furniture, you see. What is this?
It will be furniture when I'm done with it.
Ah, wonderful. I'm psychic, it seems. Excellent. Well,
I'm trying not to laugh uncontrollably while just watching this in the distance.
You know what? Never mind. This is boring. And then I'm just going to come back over here and end my turn.
Good.
I love all these people. I'm just going to go to this.
I'd like to go around the back of the thing.
What are we
Would you
trying
like
to do?
go?
Well, we were trying to procure a wagon, but it seems like we're not going to be getting that anytime soon here.
I yell into this building, "Can you make us a wagon?"
They all ignore you.
I think you're onto something. Perhaps we should keep moving.
Perhaps.
Me over here just face palming.
According
Wow,
to the
boring.
60-year-old map, we should
crap,
go
that's right.
south.
We have a map.
Yep, and I got cartographical tools on me, so I can also map out whatever we need if we need it.
According to the 60-year-old map and /work, your ability to see what section you're currently on, you are in K3. To your south, there's like a pond-looking thing and a bunch of hills. In your immediate vision, you see some weird-looking bushes near a pond. And you see some hills off to the side. To your south, you can see a whole bunch of forest.
I suggest we just avoid the forest and just head downward in general direction. We should hopefully just be able to go to Margo.
Are you saying we should go through the forest?
I'm saying we should turn around the forest. The forest bends around here. We'll just be turning to like
So
the
head
east.
like southeast?
Yes, southeast, and then we're gonna have to make a turn to go southwest once we're going because we're going around the forest.
Okay.
Look, everyone, a pond.
Lorenzo, do you really think we should go to the pond? I already have water for us.
I'm gonna go
think-
over here.
I think-
Hold on. There's a little.
What?
What is this?
You definitely see some shaking bushes over there. They're just like shaking.
Do you wish to make a
Shaky shake.
perception check?
Is there a
Lorenzo?
breeze?
I would like to make a perception check. Yes, Norm.
Extremely normal.
You notice that they have arms and legs and are wiggling.
Hey,
The bushes. The bushes
Hey,
have
you
arms and
guys?
legs and are wiggling.
these bushes are weird.
Maybe you should avoid them then.
I feel like I want to be their friend.
Oh no.
Lorenzo,
God.
I love you. Please stop trying to prevent everything.
Right?
Hail, bushes! I yell at the bushes using prestidigitation to make little sparks.
Um, they're just wiggling. They don't notice you.
Wiggle, wiggle,
They
wiggle,
seem
wiggle, wiggle,
pretty
wiggle,
peaceful.
Wiggle,
A
Well,
lot of stuff
they
in this
have,
world seems to wiggle.
they have arms and legs, but I guess no eyes. Or ears. Fascinating.
Friend, so maybe we should
Look.
leave the bushes alone.
Arya, they have arms and legs. They're
Okay.
almost people.
I'm gonna make a perception check.
You definitely see that they are wiggling.
I mean, they're wiggling. Maybe we should leave them alone. Maybe they're just chilling out by the pond. It's
They're
fine.
beautiful.
They're just bushes. Let's leave them alone.
Just
Just bushes. You have no sense of romance.
Why would you need a sense of they're bushes?
I'm gonna take my 35 movement.
Everyone's going towards the bushes.
I'm too far away. I'm not gonna shout. Shouting might startle them.
Okay, so I would like to walk 30 feet,
Oh, you're gonna walk towards them? Wow, I'm surprised.
and I'm going to use my lens and then use a perception test.
You see that they are definitely bush people. They're not quite humanoid. They're sort of like slouched down and vibing and stuff, but they're definitely having like a group conversation. They're like, moving their hands, like you know how Italian people move their hands when they're talking.
So I'd like to report that those are not bushes. Those are things wearing bushes, and I assume those are camouflage.
But they are definitely bushes.
I mean, like living bushes with living camouflage.
Good job.
But they're definitely like a type of person, people. You may be able to communicate with them, but it's just not aggravating them. And that will be my piece.
I will make no such promises. But I will.
They want to be friends. Why would you aggravate them? What are you gonna do, Thema?
Say hi. That's all. I'm not gonna do anything to cause suspicion.
I cast mage armor on myself, and you see a golden light sort of surround me. Then I walk over and say, "Hail, plants!
They're still wiggling. What did you say to them, Lorenzo?
Hail, plant friends!"
What language are you speaking?
Probably common.
One of them sort of turns towards you, and then wiggles, and then turns back towards a friend, and wiggles at its friends more aggressively. And then one of its other friends wiggles more aggressively.
Wiggle with them? Is that
And
a free
then-
action to wiggle?
And then this one wiggles. Yes.
I wiggle.
Your aggressive wiggling
Oh no, it was
Uh,
friendly wiggling. It was friendly.
scares the poor little bean.
No, come back.
Then comes a shrub. He's scared.
It's just a... Oh,
Aww.
That one is
Suppose
hiding.
that's my turn, I suppose.
I am going to dash, and I'm going to start heading the direction we're supposed to be going. The bushes have lost my interest. They're just bushes, as far as I can see.
Are you saying anything to your companions?
No.
Did all of them turn into shrubs or just one?
Nope, just the one. Just the one that noticed Lorenzo aggressively wiggling.
Okay,
was
so
not
I
the person.
shall calmly wiggle at them and attempt to speak in Druid. To attempt to speak Druidic to them.
What do you say?
And I shall say, hello, little ones. Are you able to understand me?
Roll charisma.
Rolling. Oh,
Wow.
no. I got a 4.
This one turns towards you and wiggles aggressively and moves towards you.
Dun, dun.
Oh, hey, you made a friend.
Am I about to be attacked again?
Well, it failed. It failed to hit you.
Oh, sweet.
I saw it try to hit, though, right?
You
Oh,
saw
God.
it slash its little thorny arm at Thema, failing miserably.
It just plinks off my composite armor. Tink!
I'm gonna move like 10 feet over here. I am gonna Ray of Frost this one next to Thema that's actively attacking.
No, it's friend. Don't do that.
It is not friend, it just tried to slash you.
It's because,
Well, maybe Thema
I
cursed. Maybe Thema swore at it or something. You don't know.
I spoke perfect druidic at it. Maybe the wiggling was off. Thema's just gonna sit and ponder this for
It
a while
hits.
while this thing is trying to attack.
And now time
It's
to calculate the
backward.
damage.
Wow. Oh god. Oh god, it's injured. Do you like that you could actually see your attack?
Whoa,
Yeah, that was rad.
that was cool.
I think I'll just end my turn at a safe distance.
Moving things as a DM is hard.
Remember, it has minus 10 feet of movement.
I know. It's
Okay,
got a
good.
20-foot range. And it is done with its turn.
Lorenzo, if I may, can I ask you not to attack it? We may have just misunderstood something. No.
Well,
I understand you, robot friend. However, I do not believe it is a friend. Robin, you can take care of that one up there, right?
the other ones haven't started attacking us, so I wouldn't suggest doing anything rash.
See?
Very well. I run up to the plant and I grapple it.
Roddy, you've been streaming for 1 hour 40 minutes.
I am aware.
Right.
Thank you, Stream Elements. I have hydrated. I've been hydrating this whole time because I have to deal with these hackers.
I don't believe you.
Fine. I'll take another hydration. Jesus.
We shall all probably take a hydration.
We
I've
should
been
all.
sipping my soda.
I was gonna say every
Comically large
time
bottle of
someone
water.
redeems a hydration with channel points, I'm going to remind all of you to hydrate.
I'm also going to use this feature over here, Arcane Recovery, and recover spell slot.
Pixel, how dare! Now I have to
So
get
I'm-
all up in the microphone and give an ara to everyone.
Oh,
Hold
now
on,
do it.
Lee.
Oh,
Oh
no.
my, you don't have to if you don't want to.
What?
No,
Sounds like
Okay.
Mira already did the RR there.
Oh, well, yeah.
Oh my.
If Nero's got it covered, I'm good.
my.
Oh, you gotta do the RR. It's your shit.
No, I don't want to do the ara. If any of my players would like to step away from the microphone, or headset, or whatever you're wearing, you're welcome to do so in 5 seconds.
why?
Because I'm gonna do some sexy stuff on this microphone.
I'm already freaking out. Goodbye.
But wait, why again?
Because someone redeemed an ara.
Oh,
And I have to, because it's
so you're a
Like-
slave to capitalism.
like 10 hours of watching my stream for 1 ara.
Oh wow, okay.
Ahem, I love you. Ada. There. Okay, we're done.
Success.
Amazing.
I'm fine.
What is that noise?
Nero, are you back?
I'm good. I'm
Okay.
here.
Yeah?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You like that?
I'm not gonna say a thing to you.
Upon hearing the sounds of magic being fired, I turn back around to see what the heck is going on. And I notice
Somebody pissed it off, and it
wait,
wasn't me.
I noticed Lorenzo grappling a bush.
What does grapple actually do? You just grab it. You don't deal
restrained.
damage.
Yeah, there's no
Okay.
damage done. And
I am
head
dumb.
back 30 feet.
Ah, how nice of you to join the combat.
And I ask, is everything good over here? Why are you grappling a bush?
Hi, Aria.
Fake friend.
It's what?
It's a fake friend.
What does that
It's
mean?
not. We just had a simple misunderstanding.
It tried to hit our robot friend here.
I see.
So I captured it.
Should I set it on fire?
Oh no, it's right next to me. That would probably be bad.
Okay, fine. We'll chill touch it instead. A ghostly skeletal hand appears within range of the creature. Normal. And 1d8 of damage. So that's 4 damage, and the skeletal hand continues to grab onto the shrub, preventing it from recovery.
It's dead.
It's dead.
Hooray! We might have just committed a murder we didn't need to do. I'm not trying to feel about it.
It attacked friends. What are you doing?
Not only did you murder that poor bush, but its friends are wiggling and are scared of you.
Tima, there's no need to get closer. Please stay away.
But I want to talk to them.
They can't understand us. This is futile.
I don't think they want to talk.
Please, Thema, come this direction. Let's just go to town.
You could
Okay,
go
so
west.
before Thema leaves, she very much apologizes for the sudden death of one of their friends and turns and heads into Aria's direction.
Oh, thank God.
Nobody wants to go towards my beautiful pond. Sad.
Oh, you're making us innocent creatures that don't want to be murdered. I don't think I care.
They are very weak. But fine, move on. I don't care. What does the DM care if you experience things?
The first thing I like to do is use half of my movement 15, and then I would like to check on Lorenzo's necklace at this moment.
It's definitely still kind of glowing.
Well, then after that, I choose to just use the rest of my 15 feet and go with the theme and area. And I end my turn.
Well, anyway, thanks for being our friends, bush people.
It shouldn't have to die this way.
I'm just going to...
Well, don't aggro it then.
I'm just going to go...
I grow a thing. Well, not on purpose.
Right
He
over here.
tried to attack you.
K4. You're going south of that hill, right?
Yeah, we're going south of the hill and then to the east. So following along the forest line.
Alright.
Yes.
Perfect.
Whee!
Gonna put your characters in places and try to be fast about it this time.
Is the bush technically alive or dead?
It's dead. You gained experience, which I will calculate at the end of the session.
One bush experience.
As you go into this area, you notice that the hills are fairly decent size. They're just made of darkened grass, the same sort of stuff. And you also happen to notice that there's an entrance to what looks like maybe a crypt or something, and there's also a priest standing in front of that entrance.
Oh, look, a guy with fancy robes are over there.
The bush.
So I'm actually going to walk over towards this priest. I'm curious.
Hello, priesty person.
Hello there.
He does not respond.
Hello, Mr. Priesty. Priesty person.
He is looking down. His hands are clasped. Please ignore the token. He is dutifully standing at this doorway.
Well, I tried.
Dima, we try civilized methods. Tackle the man.
No!
Wait, now hold on.
Do.
Now hold... Oh.
I'm joking. I'm
There's other
joking.
ways.
No. He's
Thema would
doing
like
some
to
sort
poke
of
the match.
ritual. Hold on. Please do not tackle the cultist.
I thought as a priest, as a cultist now. You know what? Yeah.
Tap him slightly. Like, hello? Anybody home upstairs?
He does not respond.
To being tapped on the forehead.
He is just stoically standing there.
So he has his hands clapped together as in he's like in a prayer on his knees, I assume? Or is he not on his knees?
No, he is standing up, his hands are clasped together, just like down at his waist.
At waist height, got it. Not around
Yes,
the waist.
that
I'd like to do a
would-
history check to see if I can recognize his robes. Or would that be a religious check if it's religious garments?
I need to send you a DM on Discord to ask a question.
Oh my, secret messages.
I want to have the bird sort of acting as a scout for us above,
Identity.
circling around and stuff.
You can roleplay that, but I don't think I can actually set that up. Wow, pretty decent. You are familiar with the idea of the Crypt Keeper. You know basically that they are stoic guardians of these things that look kind of like hills, and that is all you know.
Is that it, or can I do any other actions for my turns, like speak to him?
You can speak to him. Yeah, that's fine.
Hello, sir. Would you happen to be a crypt keeper?
He does not respond.
Unfriendly. I think I'll just end my turn and just watch him.
I don't think he's a friendly person.
Maybe he's
Welcome
sleeping.
over
We
here.
don't know.
He might be a creep. Anyway,
Bird.
I'm going to cast a
Listen.
minor illusion and give him a little paper hat. I look at the little illusion and I smile and I say, "Very good." And then I continue.
Going to turn to Lorenzo and say, "Nice touch," and then
Thank
move.
Just run away. All right, we're all going to.
A talk was attempted.
can I inspect the door though?
Sure.
I know better than to get involved in things I don't know about.
I don't.
I'm just gonna.
Have the wisdom, I just don't have the intelligence.
Just gonna
Over.
slowly reach for the door, seeing if I can elicit a reaction from the guy as I reach for the door.
He does not respond. He just stands there.
Just open the
Okay.
door. Do it.
Grabs if there's a doorknob or anything like that. Just pushes. No.
I would like-
Precisely.
Just leave.
Yes, just leave. Are we all leaving? Are we all going to the next map?
I don't know,
Heavens, no.
Lorenzo, Thema?
You know what? I'm no coward. I'm gonna ray the frost the ground in front of him.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Shit.
okay.
I don't think I can target the ground.
We're such a
I-
stupid D&D party.
You are. Robin,
I
would
would
you,
not do that.
Robin, before I apply that damage, would you like to die?
I'm not applying the damage. I'm not attacking him. I'm attacking the ground in front of him.
Ah, I see. It
As if to
does,
say,
does-
look, ice.
He's trying to intimidate.
I see. Good. In that case, he sort of opens his eyes for like a split second and then goes back to having his eyes closed. He does not
Very
move.
Nothing.
Doesn't
Huh.
even wiggle. Is the
I
first
guess
thing
after that, if he really
the
doesn't want to
first thing in this
interact
game
with us,
to not wiggle.
No, it's astounding.
I think I'll just leave with Arya.
And now
Okay,
Robin has it.
I'll just be a moment.
Oh god.
And let me end my turn.
Lorenzo,
Well.
take your turn and then we're moving on.
Oh, yes. Yes, I'll have quite a
But
turn.
Thema's still fiddling with the door.
I'm going to say to the guard guy, excuse me, I'm just going to try and figure out how to break in here. I hope you don't mind. And then I'm going to investigate the door.
It doesn't seem to want to move. No
think he
matter how
minds.
hard I push on said door.
Have you tried pulling the door?
Now that's a great idea,
Aw.
friend.
Both you and Thema feel just inexplicably scared right now.
No,
Can a robot feel fear?
I'm going to use the rest of my movement to get the fuck away from him. Because that's what you do.
So you are no longer frightened as soon as you're away from him.
Smart move.
And your turn, and also move a space off of
Oh.
Arya.
And
Oh,
and
no.
your turn. Stop standing on Aria.
Okay,
Stop
sorry.
standing on my feet. Jeez.
I'm so sorry.
Stepping on toes.
I know you want to get friendly, but that's a little too friendly.
I would just walk
Alright,
away with a
think about-
confusing
think about-
feeling for some reason. Yes.
What is fear?
All right.
Hmm.
Thema is
Thema
also
has-
no longer frightened as soon as Thema moves away from the priest.
So I
That
think
was weird.
Tima has
There's
experienced something
something.
for the first time.
Hey, good.
As we leave,
my
I
leg
yell at the
about to
priest.
give out there.
I would
It was nice
also.
meeting you. You're terrifying. You're the one that scared us away from that intimidating guy.
I mean, you could have attacked him and all died
Yeah, I
horribly.
could have just attacked with disadvantage and gotten vaporized. I could have done that.
You could have. You definitely see some more hills. There's a much larger hill to your east, and to the south there's also a fairly large hill, and there's much of forest to your west, and there's a scary priest to your north.
I am going to calmly walk down here to take a look down this way, and also to gauge our surroundings.
You can see really far that way.
I move over here. I look around.
I'll have to look at
And
your
I
character.
suggest avoiding the hills, going over here. And I hit my head.
I'm going to go and join friends over here.
Yes, friends.
Yeah,
also going to-
friends.
Send my bird. Come over here, bird. Show me.
Your bird can see that there is a fairly open field to the southeast, and also that there is another priest and another crypt door.
Do you all want to go see another scary man? Or someone?
I've only lived here for a short time in the past, but I suggest not.
Okay, then we shouldn't go down that way. We should just go south.
I kind of want to feel that feeling again. What was that? Oh, my legs were going to give out.
So all of you are saying not to go down that spooky corridor towards the unguarded door?
Yes.
Wait, unguarded?
It doesn't look guarded from here.
My
Just trust me when I
familiar-
say there'll definitely be a guard, whether you see it or not.
My familiar says there is someone there. Looks somewhat like the other one.
I see. Okay, I guess we'll just keep going this way then.
I mean, there's 4 of us, and one of them, I'm sure we could...
No.
You make it...
There's definitely not a whole bunch of side quests set up here for you to engage in.
Well, that sounds very strange.
Every D&D parties, according to what I've researched about being a DM, is that nobody follows the path.
You would be correct about that.
So I've gone through the effort of setting up a whole series of adventures for you, just in case you never want to actually go to Margo.
There's another gate thing, guys. Should we go investigate it with the priest person?
I still
There's
say
a gate.
no,
Should
and
you
I like living.
investigate? I'll stop.
I've already messed with the priest guys enough. I'm good for like a lifetime.
I'm curious though.
I could make
Okay.
another little hat.
You could make another little hat.
You could make another little hat.
That would be fun.
zoom
And
out a
I'm
little
gonna
bit.
dash. I'm gonna
And a
dash.
dash. You do notice that there's a path to your. Well, I guess you ran away from the path into the forest. Okay.
Well, I specifically said that we would avoid the forest, go in the outskirts, and then travel west to get to Margo.
You might change your mind. Who knows? Maybe there's some magical treasure in there or something.
I don't believe it.
Unless the treasure comes talking to me saying, "Hey, grab me," I think I'm good.
The priest dude standing in front of this other crypt is in the same exact pose as the other one.
He's just standing there. I am just going to follow the friend Robin, head this direction while peering into the forest. See if I could spot
see.
an animal walking by.
At your current position, can see a little bit of a clearing, but you don't see any animals.
Ah, pooey.
I don't know where my bird went.
Did you call your bird back?
Monty,
God damn it.
come! To be... But the bird...
Fine,
Birds-
fine,
yes.
fine. The bird lands on the priest's head.
No, Monty, that's rude. How Oh, excuse
And
me,
then
I'm
takes
so
a
sorry,
huge
sir.
jump.
taken a liking to you.
The priest does not notice or care.
Good day, and then I just... Come on, Monty, let's go.
To southeast-ish, you see 3 trees, and you can see the beach and hear the water, and everything is great, and there's more beach
Yes, Thema?
and stuff to your east.
I inform Thema that there is a beach, and there may be crabs, but I make
But
no promises.
Here, have some initiatives to do stuff and things. Damn it, Arya, why are you...
It's fine.
Not
It's
top.
fine.
Arya likes to bottom. I don't know.
I mean,
Arya,
That's
yeah, now you're just
every
Arya is an
switch
exclusive
ever.
to bottoming.
There seems to be a person standing within these trees.
As you shout back to your friends, man turns to you, waves, and goes back to what he's doing.
No, friendly.
Do we wish to approach?
You found a friend?
I found a person.
Hail, tree friend!
He doesn't turn, he just waves and goes back to what he's doing.
Okay, I move over here and end my turn.
Okay. Are you also gonna yell at the dude? No?
No, I am going to wonder why I went back to Thema, though.
Okay.
I'm in search for crustaceans. I care not for
did
this
it-
man, so I'm good to around these trees.
You're having issue navigating around this very simple tree.
Don't worry about it.
Remember, Thema.
I'm gonna
Thema
wave.
moves well.
I'm a master at movement. Don't worry about it.
The man looks up at you and, excuse me, large iron person, can you
I'm
perhaps
5'4".
Can you perhaps move to the side a little bit? You're in my view.
Ah, are you watching the ocean?
Would you like to roll perception and figure out what he's doing?
I still want to ask him, are you watching the ocean?
No.
Then what is it that you are doing? Normal. Crab. Where?
Little
Oh
crab.
my god, you're actually, like, perceptive for once. You see that he is
I guess.
painting on a canvas. And he tells you, I'm painting, obviously.
Can I watch you paint? I'll move.
Sure, if you move to the side, please.
Okay.
Kinda need to see a little more.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
Is that better?
Yes.
Okay.
Also, I have not figured out a voice for this person. He does have a name, though, unlike most of my NPCs.
I'm going to end turn. Tim is just going to sit on the ground
Good.
and just
And
stare
you're
off into the
10.
ocean.
Well, say, we have a friend.
He's a painter.
I'll tell my bird to enjoy the beach as well.
Objective updated. A crustacean location.
I found crabs over here.
I don't know how to...
Crabs.
If you like, I can cook them.
I don't-
Lizard friend. Thema does not eat.
Oh,
Yeah,
do you
I
want one?
apparently-
I must have a little crustacean buddy with me.
I understand. Sometimes I make Monty into a crab as well.
good painterly, sir. Are we going the correct direction to get to Margo?
He points that way with his painter's brush, which totally looks like a staff, and says, "That is the way
That's
to
a very
Margo."
great brush.
Yes, it is
Excellent,
west.
thank you. I just wanted to make sure we were still on the right path because I didn't think we'd come this close to the ocean.
I mean,
Yep.
we have to avoid the forest.
Arya, look,
Of
crabs.
course, we have eyes.
Mhm. Crabs are a
Crabs.
thing; they exist.
Have you ever seen anything so magnificent?
As you move, the person yells out at you. It's like, "Excuse you, could you please move away from the scene? Thank you."
Ava quickly picks up a crab that's directly, like, very much next to her.
Okay, you pick up a crab.
He shouts back, I'm collecting crab.
He yells out, "Could you put the crab back? I was painting that."
Oh, just that crab. Get a different crab, Tima. It's fine.
I was painting
Okay.
all of the crabs.
Oh.
Pseudo crab?
I'm sorry, sir. Our friend is quite a crab enthusiast for some reason.
It's fine, but I was painting those, so if you could just leave them alone, that would be great.
We'll come back when you're done painting and steal a crab.
I am never done painting. I wander the lands and I paint all the things that I see.
Oh, so you're a
You-
traveler. How far have you traveled and what have you painted?
I have traveled all over the world and left many chairs, many places, so that I can come back and paint some more.
Oh, well, if you're going to be
Mm,
traveling, I hope along our travels we'll get to see you again.
Probably. Just look for chairs and wait for me.
the crab. The crab. It's right there. Crab.
I've moved away from Thema. Thema's doing sussy shit.
I had turn crab.
Thema's doing sussy shit. Lorenzo,
Well-
what you doing?
Thema, I suppose we'll have to come back for crabs later after the painting is done.
Fine.
Alley-oop, as they say.
Oh, I should probably tell you what you can see in your surroundings before you wander west. To your south, you can see ocean.
Hooray.
Gasp.
To your west, you can see forest and a small house from your angle. To your east, you can see that there are some people on the shore with some boats and what's that thing called? Some kind of wagon. That's all. And to your north, you see scary priests.
Well, yes, I think we should go over to maybe this house.
Ah, good.
It's
I
even
just
still your
wanted to walk
turn.
next to the painter. I also said to Lorenzo that soon I just wish to talk to him and I wish to
He-
look at his painting and using my
He,
proficiency.
he looks at you and asks if you could step back a little bit.
I am sorry.
It's
I
like,
would just like
you're
to
in my
view
line
your
of sight,
painting.
sir.
I'd just like to view your painting if that wouldn't be a problem, sir.
Sure. He turns and shows you what he's painting, and it looks like a photorealistic version of the scene in front of him.
Wow, you're quite a skilled and detailed painter. I must say, I'm impressed.
I am. It's taken many years to get this skill level.
Ah. Well, it's very nice. I hope I get to see your paintings in the future of the world. Sounds very nice. And now I shall get out of your way, and I shall head
Thank-
west.
Thank you,
Huh.
stranger. What's your name, by the way?
I'm
Like the-
Robin. Robin Vermilion Crimson, to technically be exact.
Ah, it's a very colorful name.
Indeed, it's very red, if I must say so myself.
Perhaps you would like to find some things for me, perhaps?
Oh, what do you need?
I need some flowers from the woods. I don't particularly like going in the woods myself, and you seem like a very red-named person, and could perhaps go find me some fire flowers?
Fire flowers. And may I inquire to you why you need some fire flowers?
Because I make my pigments out of flowers and magic dust, and I have some difficulty since I am not very strong myself, going into the woods, which are full of dark and scary things.
Well, I'd have to talk it over with my party, but we do plan to go to Margo, and we might stay here. So if you come around there and talk again, we might have the fire flowers or might be able to obtain them at that point.
Okay, well, if you ever see me again and happen to have some fire flowers on you, just let me know. And I will pay
do.
you.
Robin, there's a witch house.
Witch house? Well, I think my friends have found things to do. It's been very nice talking to you. It's good to see another patron of the arts.
Yes, lovely.
It's been great. I'll be saying goodbye now.
Attempts were made to get Robin to ask the person's name, but they failed. Rip. Aria, what you doing?
I am a fool!
You are a fool. Bird goes over here and sees a very tall tower. It's like 30 feet high or something.
This is no witch house.
Very high.
This is a wizard tower.
I am going to go towards the tower.
I guess I'm gonna follow suit. I sprint 60.
As you sprint 60 feet, you hear a voice yell out, "Halt there! Who goes?"
Gaggle of adventurers?
Gaggle of adventurers! That's not something you see
Gaggle.
every day. And then you see this man peer over the top of a tower, and he notices all of you, and he also sees this bird on the ground. He scratches his chin and waits for Robin to take their turn.
I sprint and yell, "Hello there!"
He kind of waves at you. Not like friendly, but like acknowledging your existence.
I run and I shoot sparks out of my fingers. You must be a wizard too!
Goodness.
He yells out, "No, I am not a wizard.
You shouldn't have a tower.
I am an archer. This is a
Lorenzo.
sentry tower."
More than just a wizard has right to a tower.
Yeah, you can't. You can't
I mean, yeah, dragons
claim
and
towers.
Towers.
Oh my
You see
God.
Lorenzo get very sad as he realizes he doesn't have a wizard tower.
Wow.
Oh,
Don't worry, one day we'll get
just
you a
for
wizard tower.
Cheer up, friend.
For reference, to your south,
promised
there is
I
ocean.
could have my own tower.
To your north, there is
Yes.
forest. And to your
You can have
east,
as
you can
many.
see a house for realsies this time, next to the woods.
Oh, that's the
Look
witch
at
house. The bird's
bird.
going to just go land up here next to the gentleman and just peep and then fluff its feathers.
Okay, bird lands next to the gentleman, and he says, "Excuse me, is this your bird, or can I murder it?"
Oh no! Well, I mean, you could murder it, but that would be rude. That's
It's
my
his
bird. though.
bird. No,
I see,
please
so it's
do
your
not harm
bird.
it.
Can you remove the bird from my tower, please?
It's a lovely addition, don't you think? It's like an ornament.
The
All
only
him
one
back.
allowed on this tower is me.
Well, perhaps
Well,
my bird will be able to learn from you in the future and can be an archer as well.
No, my friend is very lovely and sometimes confused, and I'd also like to question, why are you here in the tower?
I am going to go test the architecture of said tower.
Alright.
Gonna
Man
test
looks
it.
down at you. He like stands on the
looks
side, he
very-
looks down at you.
This looks very sturdy.
He says, "Excuse me, please step away from the sentry tower."
This is some very fine mason work.
Step
Demo
away
looks up.
from the tower.
Tim
Eva!
looks up. Do you perhaps know the maker of this tower?
Maker of the tower is me. All sentrymen
Ah.
must make their own towers.
That seems like a very arbitrary and unnecessary rule, but
That's not that unnecessary. Make a tower that only we can get into.
okay, so my question now is, why do you have a tower on
Thank you for the
practically in
additional
the
hype
middle
power.
of nowhere?
Oh, thank you for the additional hype power. Stop giving me hype power. Stop hyping me up.
How?
I will end you.
Why did you choose this place specifically?
Because
build your
I
tower.
need to watch over the entire passageway between Margo and Oswall to ensure that all trade happens without any incident.
Doesn't it get lonely up there?
No.
You're a strange fellow. I like you.
So this is indeed the way to Margo. That's ironically enough where we're headed. May we please pass?
What are your intentions? I've never seen you around these
Pillage.
parts before. I don't recognize you, and you all seem to be toting some interesting weaponry.
Well, as I mentioned, we're adventurers, and right now we are in search of a place to sell some goods and procure a wagon and perhaps a horse.
I see. And where did you all come from?
We came from Oswall.
Okay, I do not believe that you are citizens of Oswall. Where did you actually come from?
Oh, we're not citizens of Oswall. We traveled there as adventurers because we had a request asked upon us, and then we decided to travel there, and now we're leaving there.
Okay, that still doesn't answer the question of where you came from.
I was born
Okay.
here, left here, came back here, and I'm now here. What else do you need?
I see, so you are a citizen of these lands, and the rest of you?
Well, I come from Arius.
That's quite far away, and why are you here?
Much like my compatriot here, we came here on a request. to
Who
look
requested that you come to this country?
I want to do an insight check.
Okay.
What sort of hints am I getting about the intentions of this person?
Wow.
Fuck these dice.
Wow.
Oof.
Wow.
Maybe you should
Mhm.
change your dice color. It might
Again.
fix them. You'll find a color that rolls well.
I need to remember how
Or
to do
don't,
that.
whatever. Well, you are insightful that he is definitely a stern guardsman who is definitely glaring at all of you.
So, I mean, I have no reason to believe that he means us any harm, clearly.
Yeah, you don't feel, like, threatened or anything. He's just very, like, guardsmanly. Are you actually trying to change your dice to see if it fixes the luck?
Yes.
Good. This is the canon that we need.
Well, I guess Dice Jail is now in effect.
Dice jail is now in effect.
Dice jail exists. The World Council requested that we come here to investigate what was going on in Ohwoh.
Why? I don't believe anything is happening. We haven't had any war times in the last 50 years. What's going on?
Correction, sir. It's been 45 years since war times, but close enough.
It's been 50 years. The year is AS50. Are you a moron?
Lorenzo, can I double check something? The bartender at Away said it was 45, correct?
I believe that is true.
That's what I remember.
One more question, sir. Under whose authority did you get to build that tower, and under whose authority are you watching over this land?
I am a knight of the Ohwoh Royal Guard. I watch over these lands to ensure that everything remains peaceful and in good order.
Seems like you do your job thoroughly and diligently. Thank you.
Digitally? Yeah,
close enough.
It's like diligent, but more digital.
Yes.
Meta.
My friends, I must be leaving. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
No problem.
He sort of like quirks a brow and shakes his head, like not super aggressively. He's just judging you.
I'd just like to continue traveling through, and I'll continue walking.
I feel like that's about
I end my turn.
I am going to follow Robin's suit and walk around.
That's
35. Yep.
He did ask a question that has not been answered.
He asked a question.
Yes.
Doesn't mean he'll get a straight answer.
That's the question, and Robin blew him off by questioning his knowledge of what year it is.
When did I question him?
Told him that it's AS45 and not AS50, and he called you a moron.
Yes, my apologies. I just can't keep track of the time, apparently.
Apparently.
May we pass?
Once you tell me why you are here, I will consider it.
We already told you that, sir.
No, we did not.
You already said you were here to come and sell goods and buy transport in the form of a wagon.
That is your reason to go to Margo, I have ascertained, but is not your reason to be in this country if you are not originally from here. Save for being born here.
I mean, I was originally born here, so this is like a return.
Save for being born here. What is your quest?
We were sent here because there's been no import requests in the last 5 years.
I do not have any such record of that. Do you have any paperwork on you?
Okay,
and he very surprisingly just jumps off the tower that has no visible doors.
How are you supposed to get back up there?
Directly in front of you.
Okay.
And he puts his hand out and says, "Paperwork, please."
I was
okay.
Glory to Arstoka.
Okay. Glory to Strotska.
I'm gonna get real up close here.
Oh, okay. I suddenly sense danger.
I fish around in my bag before finding the paperwork and handing it over.
Thank you. Thank you. He turns around and just yeets himself back into the tower.
This man has a 70-foot vertical leap. I am afeared.
Makes
him very hireable. Makes him very hireable, though.
It's 30 feet.
The tower is only 30 feet, but the distance is a long distance.
Yeah, but fine, whatever. I'm not gonna do the trigonometry, okay? I feel like
Hey,
doing
sir,
Hey, sir, are
trigonometry.
you appeased with our paperwork?
Polling request. The request is these nuts. Oh my god, chat's being hackers. You're all hackers.
Yes.
Everyone's a hacker.
That is what they do.
He reviews the paperwork and says, I see this is actually signed by the World Council.
I would
Quite
have no reason to
intriguing,
lie.
since we haven't had any sort of issues with imports and exports. We've been receiving everything as far as I'm aware, and I do attend all of the Kingdom meetings, so I'm not sure why you're here, but if the World Council says that you have to be here to investigate this, then I suppose you should investigate it. Perhaps have you thought, though, that the issue is not with us? Maybe it's somewhere in between, and could be perhaps pirates or something?
That is a possibility. That's not off the table, but we were told to investigate a specific area by the council.
All right, I suppose I'll let you pass.
Thank you.
And also, sir, I must compliment, with a leap like that, you can do more than just watchtower duty. You could honestly be a hero.
You're right,
going
I
to-
am a veteran from the war. Would you like
Very
to test your
nervously
combat strength?
I'm going to very nervously dash.
I would like to ask you if you could train me with the sword one day, but I don't think my strength could compare to yours.
He takes his spear in his hand and flicks his wrist and launches it into the sky, and it disappears from view and comes back down and lands 2 inches in front of your face.
Yeah, I don't like this.
And he says, I don't think you could learn from me. You might be a bit too much of a green.
Well, this green would still like to ask your name.
My name is
Hey, Mo.
Albert.
I'll remember that, Albert. You're a hero, and I'll make sure to research you.
Thank you.
Sounds awkward.
He
He's
takes it as a
hero.
compliment.
Why wouldn't I want to learn about him? He obviously has to have legends around him.
He tips his hat to you, and as you all, I assume, leave to the west, shouts at you and says, do come back here and let me know what you've learned. Won't you? I need to report to the kingdom.
If we find anything that seems off-putting, we will report it to you, sir. Thank you very much for your kindness.
Good. You can also find the other watchmen around the country approximately every couple of miles. We have pretty good view range. You can all see a whole bunch. You see a little house in the distance with its door slightly ajar. You see some forest directly in front of you and some open plain to the west, and to your direct south you see more ocean and what look to be some fairly decent-sized crabs. You can actually see the crabs from
Crab.
here.
Crustacean vacation?
Crustacean vacation. Nope.
Decent vacation.
Theoba's going to turn to Robin and friend Arya and ask, can anyone explain the large two thuds that I heard from the tower?
Ah, yes. Apparently, the Sentry Tower man is just not an ordinary man. He's a war veteran hero named Albert and has mad hops. He jumped about 60 feet across in distance and over 30 feet high to get to his tower.
I mean, I don't think he was mad. I think he was just doing his job.
No, I don't
That
mean mad in a bad
means-
sense. I mean mad as in, like, it's madness to imagine that someone could do it.
Oh, sorry, I don't understand that lingo.
That sounds very concerning, anyways.
I mean, he liked us,
there's
at
an
the very
open
least.
door over there. I
Keep it
shall take a
inside.
sprint action. Stand in the doorway. Peer inside. Like, hello? Not even
It's not
knock.
Is
all the time.
everything good in there,
Saying,
Fiona?
It's empty, save for a chest.
A chest.
Yep.
Don't touch it.
I'm not a thief.
Well, you're not a thief. Doesn't mean I'm not a thief.
Friend Robin, I'm a level with you for a moment.
Yes.
I think this is somebody else's home. And I think they'd be very upset if they would come and, find some missing things.
Oh, well,
their
fair
house.
enough. I think I'll just wait out
Yes.
here for the end of my turn.
You see inside
Okay,
that there is table, 2 fairly fancy chairs, an unmade bed, a white wolf pelt rug, a fairly modern looking stove, and a reinforced chest.
Since it seems like they both have that under control, I'm just going to proceed this way.
Why are you afraid? Is there something you notice in there that should be mentioned?
There's a dead animal on the floor, and to
Yes,
be
I
quite
see that.
honest, I don't like that.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's sometimes a common practice among hunters to skin animals and make furniture out of it.
Well, this is the first I've ever seen of it, so and it's very uncomfortable to look at. So
Fair enough.
how about we just carry on?
You may carry on, but as I said, I would like to at least look inside the house. I'd like to do a
Fine.
perception check to notice if there's any cracks or any weird flooring in the house.
You definitely see that there's little random pigments on the table, but other than that, it's a nice little house.
There's nothing in here for me. I don't think I'm gonna steal. I
That's
thought that
good.
was an abandoned house, but clearly someone has lived there.
That's good. Good for you. You get to stay not evil. You see in front of you some path, and to your south, I didn't make a map for I-8, so I don't know what's further south of you. Ocean, probably. To your west, you can see town, and north you can see that there is a path into the forest.
There's a path into the forest, though.
Do you wish to explore the forest?
Maybe.
Well, do you wish to explore the forest that badly?
When we saw the entrance earlier, I thought maybe it could be a shortcut through the forest.
I did say that if we could, I would obtain flower petals for that painter man.
Yeah.
So the forest doesn't seem like a bad place. The only question, does Thema wish to see the forest? Do you wish to see animals there?
Into the forest.
Wee!
Man,
Magically, your vision will be somewhat restricted in here.
I see armed man over there.
I will say I need a quick BRB to feed a kitty cat.
Okay.
That's okay.
Feed
Kitty
your
break.
slime. I'm dropping everyone's vision from 200 to 50. Yes, you definitely see a dude. Arya also kinda sees a dude. Dude has not noticed you yet. When you're in forested areas, feel free to use the terrain that is the trees themselves as cover, not necessarily what the light walls show. I'm just limited in what I can actually set as light walls.
Gotcha. I'm going to walk 15 feet forward and...
He has not noticed you yet.
What do I notice about him? Does he look friendly? Does he look suspicious?
So in my extremely creative amount of creativity, he looks exactly like his token. He's wearing a red overvest, seems like some sort of light armor, white shirt. He's got some armbands. He's wearing regular sort of canvas pants, leather shoes. He's got himself a crossbow and a scimitar. He's wearing a headband. He definitely seems like some kind of a bandit.
So he doesn't seem friendly.
He does not. He seems fairly intimidating. He's just wandering around looking, at the ground, and you're not entirely sure what he's up to.
Okay,
Theoretically, you could try talking to him, but good luck.
I'm going to whisper to Thema, and hopefully Robin can kind of hear it. There's a man ahead, and I don't think he's friendly.
I would like to move over here, and then I would like to make a perception check using my... what?
He definitely notices you if you're gonna go stand over there.
Is this counted as in the trees or no? Or beneath them?
You are in the open.
Well, I don't care. I'm going to stare at the man and make a perception check.
Okay, he notices you.
Yeah, then you can watch me stare with my goddamn magnifying lens in my hand and deal with it.
Okay.
You perceive that he is a bandit who is wearing clothing. As he notices you, he readies his crossbow.
As soon as that man moves towards me, I will prep a ray of frost, and if he decides to act aggressive, I will shoot it. And that is the end of my turn.
Take a cheap shot at him.
Okay.
Using Sub-Zero bow.
It is not equipped, and you are not proficient.
So you have to spend an action to equip it.
Equip it.
Alright,
and you roll with a disadvantage for not having proficiency.
Fair enough.
Just be bad at things. It's fine. That's what D&D is all about. Being bad at things.
Makes...
I have a javelin and a freaking shield now that I think about it. So I have to unequip my shield and javelin to equip a Sub-Zero bow. That will have to be the end of my turn.
As he has only noticed Robin, he is going to shoot Robin.
He missed!
That's highly unfortunate.
And then as a reaction, I get to use Ray of Frost, correct?
Yep.
Whee! I hit! And the
Good.
damage.
Click, Your damage. Ow. Why? Why must you murder my well-set-up enemies?
Oh, that was it.
Okay.
As you hit him with the frostbolt, he sort of yells out into the distance and yells, "Intruders!"
That's
Oh,
not
great!
fun.
I think we went into a bandit's forest.
It's not like we were gonna know.
Wow. That poor bandit.
I'm going to cast Chill Touch on him.
Thank you all for keeping me in check. I am
Nice.
a noob. Ooh.
Damage. Normal.
And he is very, very dead.
Death.
I'm going to end my turn here instead of venturing further because this is hostile ground and also we can't see very well.
I'm going to move just a little bit forward and see what I can see, and it's nothing.
You
I'm gonna move forward once more 10 feet and see if I can see anything. And I found another bandit.
You can kind of see him around the corner of that tree, yeah.
I move 5 feet this position, and then I ray of frost this man.
There's another
Fine.
man.
Do your ray of frost. Ow.
Well, that did have a cool little animation.
It does.
I hit.
But your
Most
chill touch
spells
doesn't
will,
have-
your chill touch doesn't. So he did take 4
And I
damage
end
and he's
my
slow.
turn.
I'm going to take my 35.
Yeah.
Target man. But I have to roll
Oh.
disadvantage on this sub-zero.
Wow. Neither of those rolls was good.
That was a 2 and a 5. My lord, my poor soul.
Ah, well.
Extreme disadvantage. That bandit is dead. Now this bandit can take his turn.
Thema tries to shoot the bow and arrow, and the arrow just falls at Thema's feet. It's just like that's how I imagined it happening.
Yeah. I should describe things for the audience's sake. I sometimes forget that I'm streaming and need to be
It's
a good
okay.
narrator.
You're fine.
Eh.
Thema missed like a
You're
bitch.
learning.
You must look
Well,
at
excuse
I am-
you.
I am
I've
wearing-
never
I
held
was
I-
right
before,
here. I saw
have
it
you?
firsthand.
Apologies, audience.
I've
I
never
have
held
never DM'd before, except for like 2 years ago for a college group, and that only lasted 3 sessions, and they didn't make it this far. Bandit moved, and then ended his turn because he's fucking cold.
Okay.
No.
Going to move 30 feet this way. I'm gonna target him. I'm gonna cast Chill Touch.
We slow them and we also prevent healing. This is kind of like mean.
Somehow you have managed to hit him with an 11. Oh, with the 16. Goddamn. Ow. He is very injured.
And now he cannot heal until my next turn.
He shivers and drops to one knee and is now prone.
Very good. Poor bastard.
He is a poor
Do
bastard.
you yield?
Do you yield? Never!
Okay. Do it, Robin. Kill him.
There.
That's so mean. Oh my. Oh no. Do your damage. Click the damage button. Oh, he's very deceased. Blech.
Who wants
Right.
to loot which corpse?
What the fuck?
I killed both of them. I'll
Okay.
check
By
the
all
first one I
means,
killed.
go ahead.
You'll check which one that you killed?
I'll check the
Tim
first
is
one.
gonna-
Okay. Thema, do you want to check the other one that was killed?
Tim is just gonna sit in silence and fiddle with her bow.
Okay, then I will check the other one.
Okay, be careful. We don't know if there's more enemies coming upon us.
Well,
Yeah, you
Thema,
can-
keep watch.
Arya, you find 10 gold coins. You find 5 gold coins.
Hooray!
Funny.
It looks like it is clear on this side. I don't see anyone else this way.
You see some sort of clearing, and to your
If someone
north, you see that there is a diverging path.
So the question is, which path do we want to take? I think we should all stick to the same path.
Yeah, I think we should continue north and take the diverging path.
Can I just put up the bow? De-equip
What?
it outside of battle, that is.
Yes? So you,
Alright.
wait, you equipped it and then you de-equipped it?
Don't worry about it.
You don't want to be holding a bow in case there's future enemies?
I'ma just blitz them.
Okay, have fun.
Have a shield
Fun.
for a reason.
Okay. Have fun having rocks thrown at you again.
It's fine. It's better than me rolling a disadvantage on the bow. 35, correct?
Oh,
35.
no,
Yes,
35.
that is
great.
your movement.
That is your movement. You aren't.
Ah, look,
Yeah.
another
Forest.
diversion path.
Yes, that's what I meant by
And
a
then
diverging
hit
path.
enter. I'm going to use a partial sprint movement to come up
Partial
here and check.
Okay. Alright. You see some wiggling things to the north.
Okay, so there's some wiggling things to the north. Do I see anything more to the left?
You see that the path curves around towards the south.
Well, we agreed we'd take the diverging path, so I'm going to head down that way and then end my turn. I'm going to dash to go another 30.
Okay. You see that there
Whoa!
are 3 wiggly things.
There's 3 wiggly things over here.
Wiggly, wiggly, wiggly.
I dash to
Wiggly, wiggly, wiggly.
dash to see if I can reach Arya as fast as I can.
Can I make all of these wiggle at the same time? Wiggle,
Yes.
wiggle, wiggle. Oh my god, yes.
Okay,
Wiggle, wiggle.
I ended my.
Wiggle,
I
wiggle.
dashed, and so
Wiggle,
he
wiggle.
can't do any
Wiggle,
actions. And I
wiggle.
end.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle. 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 Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
They're doing a whole
wiggle,
high
wiggle,
candy
wiggle,
dance.
wiggle, wiggle.
So
They
we all
don't
dashed,
look
so we
like-
can't do
Wiggle,
anything.
wiggle, wiggle,
Yeah.
wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Well, now
wiggle.
you can do stuff.
Wiggle,
What do you want to
wiggle,
do?
wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle,
Are they
wiggle,
doing
wiggle,
other
wiggle,
things
wiggle, wiggle.
than wiggling?
They're just wiggling. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggly, 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 wiggly.
Can we get
Should we
past?
kill them?
Sure, you can try.
I'm asking my compatriots, should we kill
Oh.
them?
Can
see.
we possibly get around them?
It doesn't... I don't know if they'll attack if we get close. I can find out, though.
I can. We can always, just find out.
Look at these cute little wigglies. Audience, what do you think of these cute little wiggly boys?
I'm gonna move 30 feet towards them.
Blackbirds.
There doesn't
my.
seem to be anything behind them.
The one closest to you makes some splorty splort sounds that sounds faintly like a cat meowing.
Okay.
This is now canon since the first time it happened.
I'm
Yes,
gonna
yes.
move,
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle,
20
wiggle, wiggle, meow, 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 meow. Okay.
and I'm going to yell at them and see if they respond. Hi there!
I'm interested in keeping one as a pet, if possible.
This one gets all spiky and
Oh! I do not like that. I have moved only 20
Quack.
feet, and I will move back
Quack.
like 10
feet?
feet. Oh, look at what I've done.
They all apparently suck at rolling.
Oh my god.
And I'm gonna Ray of Frost.
Okay.
I'm just throw my javelin and equip a hand axe afterwards. Why not? Yes.
So,
This is
Teen,
nice course of action.
you hit the plain slimy boy.
For what?
Wow.
Wait, they're actually
Oh.
called the plain slimy boy.
They are called plain slimy boys.
What are they doing in the forest then, eh?
Because
And that's the end of my turn.
I could only find so much slime art, okay? That wasn't
Alright, I'm
copywritten.
gonna chuck a javelin at them.
Covered by anyone.
I'm
sorry.
So don't get a crit on that.
This slimy boy is gonna target Arya.
Oh no.
It's gonna do a movement. It's going to lash out at you with one of its slime tentacles that it makes from its body. It slings that out, and it makes little spikes on that slime tentacle, and it just slaps you across the leg.
Ow.
Is...
Does it hit?
No.
It
It
misses.
fails. It fails horribly. It tries to slap you, but it hits the ground, and it makes a sad little cat sound, like, aw, but with meows. This one is also gonna try and shack Arya.
Yep. I've seen where this hentai goes.
Oh,
And is also going to show up its little friend and is
You
like,
plan to procreate
like
with the
you
monsters. I'm not here to watch it.
you kind of hear like the slimy cat meowing version of, wow, you suck. Watch me do it.
Yeah.
And it fails.
Also,
This one is like, wow, you both suck terribly. And comes over here. And is just like, well, clearly
Yeah,
that
this-
person is flowery and stuff, and therefore is immune to Vine Whip. You don't actually hear this. This is like your mental headcanon while you're fighting it. Is also going to try to whip Thema
Thank you.
and somehow
and
miss
misses.
with a
Let's
12.
go.
God fucking
'cause
damn it.
Yeah, my AC is 15.
My slimy boys suck.
We're gonna do magic missile. But does
Your
this
Missile.
let
I was hoping there'd be one for Javelin, but
There is.
Oh,
there
there is.
Yes, there's a cool one.
So it only does one dart at a time.
Don't wish to retreat at all?
If I retreat, I risk getting attacked.
Oh, that's right. You're right. You're in attacking range for them.
Trying to disengage would cause an attack.
That's definitely within my range, so I choose to attack that one with a Ray of Frost.
You and your
It does
you
5.
and your murdering my slimes. How dare? How dare you murder my cute little slimes? What do they ever do to you other
That's
than
my
try to
end of
hit you with
turn.
tentacles?
tell me that
How
it's
dare? How dare?
nice.
How dare you get past its lack of defense?
4 damage. Kaboom.
How dare you stab it for 4 damage? It is now looking fairly depressed.
I'm actually going to step back a bit. Just 10 feet.
FYI,
Okay.
that should trigger an attack of opportunity.
For the slimy boy?
For
Yeah,
the retreat, yes.
Yeah.
Because he's trying to disengage while in the attack range.
Yeah, Slimy Boy is feeling quite hurt and will not be taking his attack of opportunity. He will just take some time to shed a tear. One slimy tear.
And turn.
This Slimeroo is gonna target an Arya because it can and attempt to do something slightly different.
Oh, I get what it is. Those cubes are movement cubes.
How dare you survive my poison spray with your ridiculous save?
Listen, I dumped into Constitution, okay?
You did. How dare. This one wiggles at its friend and meows disappointingly, and it's just like, wow, okay, I'm gonna also try that. And it also does nothing.
Oh, these slimy boys aren't having the best of times, are they?
No, my slimy boys never have a good time. This one's gonna...
Oh, there it is. I had to
Oh,
click
one's
no.
gonna-
button.
This one's gonna
no.
surround Arya.
Oh dear.
This one
Now I
is
no
just...
longer have the ability to escape.
would also like to attempt to breathe toxic death upon you. And fail. Can
Invincible.
my slimes like do something, please?
Arya the Invincible.
All right, you hackers. The audience wastes with bated breath of these slimes potentially maybe doing something.
I await the time where Chad is gonna appear as a boss enemy or something.
I could set that up, but I don't feel like dealing with Python.
I'm going to trust that my allies are going to take care of the weakened ones, and I'm going to Ray of Frost the one that doesn't have that much damage on it.
If Robin would take the one to the direct,
No, Thema, you
That-
take the weakest one. I'll take the other one, so we can
that's what I
share its
meant.
death. Yes.
That's what I was meant to say.
And then I guess I'm going to end my turn because I can't really move out of here.
End its
Hit.
career.
Why are you all so mean to the slimy boys?
I wonder if I can
Why?
hit out an infestation.
Why? No.
Don't do infestation. If you attack
I
that
mean,
slime with your
sure.
javelin, you will guarantee its death.
I am aware.
You could.
But I am curious.
This poor slime has very little HP left.
Hey.
No!
Oh no.
A critical miss!
Arya?
I'm getting
Oh no.
Roll a deck
Yeah.
save.
Bro.
Wouldn't it just go? Oh, well, no, it wouldn't be dex save. Okay.
Dude.
Let's figure out where that is.
Dexterity is for dodging.
Dude. Now you see if I went.
You can roll dex or you can roll acrobatics. I don't really care which. Both of these things are the same thing in my head.
Saving throw. No!
Oh no.
Oh my god. Oh no.
As Thema attempts
Roll
to
damage.
chuck the javelin at the slime, completely misses, and it lands in. Since you're
so
failing,
sorry,
you don't get your
Arya.
pluses. Because I'm
I
ordered
am
nice.
so sorry.
It's fine. This is what happens.
Roll your fucking damage. That's...
So it's a 4.
Arya was once an adventurer like you, but then took a javelin to the back of the knee.
Ah! Fuck!
Oh my god.
That's all I
am
wanted to
so
say.
Sorry.
And that actually does end up crippling me pretty badly.
I am so sorry.
I'll just
I almost killed a party member.
I'll just set you at 5.
Yeah, no, I
Here,
did that.
Okay.
Screw the
Alright.
Achilles heel. It's the Arya back of the knee now.
Can you try not to kill your friends, Thema?
I apologize.
Thema is just
God.
walking bad luck.
I thought I was supposed to be bad luck.
You might want to try changing out your dice.
Wow. Yeah.
My dice has treated me very fine.
Until now.
Until now.
Dice
Jail. If I get another critical fail, then it's going into dice jail.
The slimy boy takes a little bit of sympathy on
the
person who just got a javelin to the back of the knee and slithers on forward. I can only move 10 feet.
I am in.
Oh, Arya gets to 2 out of 10.
I get an attack of opportunity with that. Ray of Frost.
No longer have.
Oh god damn it.
I mean, would you prefer me stab it with a fucking knife?
No.
I mean, you have a javelin in the back of your knee. You could stab it with that.
I would say you could probably toss it my direction if you're so kind.
Ooh, iron dice. Nifty.
Oh, that's cool.
Man, how are people changing the dice?
Magic. Oh my god. That's so much. Oh, now he's double frozen.
He's
That's so sad. This one is gonna take sympathy on its friend. Go to its friend.
Another attack of opportunity.
I assume you have an attack of opportunity. Wow.
Rack him up, rack him up.
That's so mean. You're so mean. Why are you so mean to these little slimy boys? Oh god.
Damn it.
Little slimy boys. Oh my god.
Ooh, 6.
Now, this one is also double sad. This one is upsetty spaghetti that you attacked its poor little friends and is going to slap you with some spiky tentacle shit.
Miss.
And miss. God damn it. How dare you have such high whatever it is.
The fact that the only damage Arya took was from me.
It's fine.
I know. Just a walking disaster.
Not dead. So...
Wait,
I'm
does
gonna use magic missile. Can I trust someone else to patch me up? I'm gonna magic missile all 3 of them. 1 dart per.
Do that magically.
That means you're in much less critical condition.
13.
Oh, it actually hit. That's
it actually shows. It actually splits up. That's radical.
Yeah. So.
Well,
we're gonna say, did it actually split up among them?
This one is sad.
Did.
This one is also...
Because it should be 2-2-1.
This one is also sad.
Isn't that the fear condition?
Dead. I love how the status effect of dead.
Oh, that is dead.
Maybe I shouldn't attack people with weapons.
Maybe you shouldn't attack things at all. Maybe you should become a peaceful forest fairy and live out your life in the woods. Be nice, spare the slime's life, or don't. That's fine.
You're hurting my friend. You're dying.
Oh no.
To be
That
fair,
poor-
the slimes are the ones who hurt me.
That poor
Good
slimy
call.
boy.
I said I was sorry. Oh my
Alright.
god.
Okay, and then after that, I would like to move to investigate their corpses.
Sure.
You know what? They were just gonna.
Do you want your javelin back?
They are-
If you want to give it back to me, sure.
I mean, this is what I asked about the cure wounds.
Everyone roll 1d20.
1d20, okay. Okay.
Alright. Okay.
Fuck!
Wow.
Oh! Judging my dice increased my luck, I think I might have hurt Arya.
Another one goes to Dice
Ru-
Jones.
Robin is going to get a magical DM.
Am I allowed to inform the party of this?
You are allowed to inform them of whatever I send you.
Well, I see a shiny glimmer south of the trees. Something shiny.
Does that not take us out of the forest? Out of this forested area?
Well, there might be, but there might be something there.
It is just like... Are you okay?
Ow.
I am going.
I mean, I just have a javelin sticking out of the back of my leg.
That's fair. That's fair. You might wanna pull that
I'll
out.
patch you up as soon as you stop moaning about it.
No, I got it. I got it. Hello, Arya. I'm sorry for stabbing you back there. Can I scoop one into a bag and use it as a means of poisoning someone later?
Sure. You may scoop one plains slimy boy into a bag that you have. Please empty your bag of whatever is contained in it.
Okay, let me see what I can do.
I'll be honest, I'm gonna sit down a moment.
That's fair. That's fair.
It's fair. I'm gonna go over here and see what I can see.
You see what looks like the tip of a sword, just sort of lying on the ground, just under that slightly darker green tree.
Oh, well then, may I pick it up?
Sure.
Do I make a check? Am I good? Am I alive?
Can I get rid of these 2 stones in order for me to collect this slime? These stones don't seem all that.
Sure. You can look in your inventory to see what you got.
Moon touch sword. What? In the darkness, the unsheathed blade of this sword sheds moonlight, creating bright light in a 15-foot radius and dim light for an additional 15 feet.
Good job. Now I have to pay less attention to how much light you have.
Would you look at that?
I definitely didn't put that there specifically for this reason.
I got a sword torch. That's kind of rad, actually.
You just see Thema over there just scooping up some plains boy. Plains slimy boys.
Gross. Disgusting. You're disgusting.
What? No. I'm just gonna put that in there.
It's okay.
Well,
I'm here to theoretically remind people to do things.
Taking a minute to sit down, seems like Robin's got the shiny thing under control, yeah?
You are healed to almost full HP, so I feel like your wound is just like a scab at this point because of magic.
It's closed up, we're fine.
You just overcoming the trauma.
Yes. So I'm going to start heading back.
Nope. I'm good.
Alright. Where is everyone going?
To the path that we didn't explore, the split.
The flow of time will pause if you do not go straight to town, just in case anyone was wondering. So if you want to continue adventuring in the forest, time will stop until the next episode.
Should we take a short rest, like right here where it's all clear, though? I think that should be.
Sure. Oh.
Doing that for like an hour. I guess I'll just Arcana check and History check my sword. History check on this sword I just obtained.
We failed.
I don't get back.
That was just the Arcana check, and that's my history check.
Natural 20.
You know that this
Excellent.
particular sword was granted to all of the knights of the royal guard of the kingdom of Ohwoh during the War of Savoy.
This is the Royal Guard sword?
It is.
That
It's
is
shiny.
nice. Actually, I never checked its damage stats.
It's literally just a short sword. It does 1d6, I think,
Piercing,
plus modifier. Yeah.
That's actually quite nice.
Yeah.
I think
It's
I would
a
like to
regular
equip
short
this
sword,
sword.
but it's shiny.
I'm gonna take this time to de-equip my javelin, and I'm switching it to the hand axe.
Ah, I see. So you're gonna throw an axe at Arya's head.
I like
Alright,
that.
I suppose you're all going up north, huh?
Correct.
I see 5 wiggly things.
5 more wiggly thing.
Yep,
Doing-
5 wiggly
doing-
things.
Doing wiggly
Can I
stuff.
take point? I think we should come up with a battle strategy, because I have a shield. I can take point. I can take damage.
Okay, if you want to take point, go for it.
I'm trying to mitigate the friendly fire as much as possible.
Yeah, I'm gonna
it
stay. I'm
not-
gonna stay far away from any melee weapons.
Attempting to mitigate.
Adam, stay far away from any
My
spellcasters.
You see 5 plains slimy boys, all wiggling in unison. They are definitely not arranged in a pentagram.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Hmm.
wiggle, 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 wiggle,
Orime.
wiggle, 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 wiggle. They are wiggling. Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
I'm guessing
Wiggle,
we roll
wiggle.
initiative.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle. I don't know. Do you want to attack them?
I sure
I mean,
do.
I have to
I
make
wanna
you
go
roll
stand in
initiative
the middle of it.
anyways.
Perfect.
Damn it.
No, this is perfect.
Bottom
Good,
bitch.
good.
As a mage, I want to go last.
Why would you want to
Good,
go last?
fine.
When it comes to combat, because that way I'm not expected to move into places and do things.
You see, would anyone like to go stand in the middle and wiggle with the slimes?
I'm going to stand in the center.
Mima?
Yeah.
Alright, hold on. Wiggle, 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 wiggle,
Hey.
wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. They seem quite happy that you are wiggling with them, and they make little, like, slime-shaped hearts on top of their heads.
Ah, this is
Wiggle,
so cute.
wiggle.
Oh, they're
Yay.
happy.
Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle.
Wiggling.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle,
This is
wiggle,
surprisingly
wiggle,
fun. You
wiggle.
guys should come join me.
No, I'm good.
Alright.
I think I'm also good, but now what is our plan of action now that we know they're not hostile?
Neymar.
Walk 30 feet over here, and I'm going to wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle.
They are not amused. They just stare at you. And the one closest to you sort of like motions in the way of like the center of the circle.
Oh,
Meh.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I've used my action, so I'm going to have to enter in here.
Okay.
But I think I get you, Slime. I get you.
I'm
Join.
super sus of this.
Super soft.
Join
Hi.
us.
They're just cute little slimy boys.
I'm just gonna move here,
Huh.
and I'm going to ready a
Ready.
action
You're gonna ready something. Oh no.
just in case.
You're just wiggling with Thema. Wiggle, wiggle. Unless Thema does something different.
Specifically, I'm
Wiggle,
going
wiggle.
to
Wiggle,
ready,
wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle.
Ray of Frost.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle,
If they
wiggle,
should.
I should
wiggle,
also,
wiggle.
you know,
Wiggle, wiggle,
just in
wiggle,
case.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle,
While
wiggle,
wiggling.
wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle,
Ready.
wiggle, 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 wiggle. You don't actually hear any music. It's just like your headcanon. Wiggle, wiggle. Oh, it's my headcanon.
Yeah, ready my axe
Wiggle,
just in
wiggle.
case.
Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
And that turn.
Slimy boys see you fingering of your axe, and they change the little hearts that are on their heads to little axes, and they continue to wiggle with you. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. What is Robin doing? Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
I
Wiggle,
have
wiggle.
fear in
Wiggle,
my
wiggle.
bones now.
Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle.
Come join us,
Wiggle,
friend
wiggle, wiggle,
Robin.
wiggle,
No.
wiggle, wiggle, wiggle,
Pima.
wiggle, wiggle, wiggle,
I
Wiggle,
studied the
wiggle.
other slimes that were similar to this, and
Wiggle,
apparently
wiggle, wiggle,
dancing is a form of
Wiggle,
defensive
wiggle.
movement for them.
wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Is
That is
that
not what-
right?
That is
Yes,
not what I intended
and
you
that
to get
also,
from that, but
When they're
okay.
next to each other, they get a stronger
Wiggle,
chance to
wiggle.
just entirely
Wiggle,
evade or defend
Wiggle,
against
wiggle.
attacks.
Wiggle, wiggle,
Well, they're not
Wiggle,
attacking
wiggle.
anybody.
wiggle, wiggle.
I
Wiggle,
think
wiggle, wiggle, wiggle,
I'm going
wiggle.
to do a
Wiggle,
dash
wiggle,
action.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Robin, are you running away? You don't want to come
Yes.
wiggle? You don't wanna
Come,
wiggle?
friend Robin.
Wiggle, wiggle.
Wiggle with
Wiggle,
us.
wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
I'm telling you, those slimes are super dangerous. Please leave.
In front of Robin, they see a whole bunch of nothingness and a path that leads north, and some diverging nonsense. Wiggle, wiggle.
Yeah, I'm
Wiggle,
gonna
wiggle.
take a note from Robin, and I'm
Wiggle,
going to
Wiggle, wiggle.
also
Wiggle, 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 wiggle,
go around
wiggle,
them.
wiggle, 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 wiggle,
Then
wiggle,
end my turn.
wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Unfortunately, friend
Wiggle, wiggle,
slimes, I have
wiggle,
to
wiggle,
go.
wiggle, 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 roll a wisdom save.
So shit.
Also, during this time, I
Oh.
also communicate to Arya and show them specifically the document that I made about these creatures called Friendly Slime Boy.
Amazing.
Oh no!
Did
I am
you
not
send?
smart.
I mean, that's middle of the road. That's
Ah.
average.
That's higher than theirs, so you get to leave. They all sort of make like instead of the axe on their heads, they all have little waving hands as they wave goodbye to you.
My friend slime.
And then-
Buzz hear you.
And then, as you leave, they continue to wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
I hope that Arya has thoroughly looked over the friendly boy slime boys and understands why I was concerned.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Listen. They just want to vibe, man.
They can vibe, but they can vibe and not be interrupted by us.
For the sake of the rest of the people in chat, I'm going to leave Marco's face open so that y'all can see that Marco is telling the audience about the, quote, friendly slimy boy. Flavor text.
friendly
They just want to vibe, man.
That is true. As you can currently see, they do not chase after us after we have vibed with them. Or Fema has vibed with them at the very least.
FIBA says, I feel like if my consciousness was slipping away there for a second.
Their language is called splort, according Robin, which sounds oddly similar to a grumpy cat, courtesy of Arya's cat. And they have the feat of dance moves. This creature gains first strike against any hostile entity that moves into its range. They can also use dance to increase the AC of nearby slimy boys by 1 per slimy boy also dancing within 30 feet. So they get really fucking defensive, but they just want to vibe, man. They just wanna vibe, man.
Man.
Or woman, or they them.
That would have been a
Human.
13 armor class for each one of them.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, and I think I'm gonna properly take my turn and just walk 30 feet up here.
To Robin's right, they see a lone wolf barking at some trees. The wolf does not seem super happy with those trees.
I'm going to wait here and then tell the people behind me not to attack the wolf, Unless it notices you first.
It's probably a good idea.
I'm gonna end my turn.
The wolf notices Arya and shakes its fluff and continues to bark at the trees. Bark, bark, bark,
Okay,
bark,
good.
bark. But like
I would
wolf
also like to
barking.
tell you my intention in not attacking the wolf, that I want to investigate whatever it's barking at.
I want to investigate the wolf itself.
As Thema readies to run very close to the wolf. Are you sprinting?
Yeah.
I am.
Okay, that's fine.
I heard wolf and got excited because, I didn't get to see
yeah.
crabs today.
Oh my god.
I
You
didn't
got
get
to see the crabs. You didn't
I
get to
didn't get
pick
to take
them
a
up.
crab with me.
Because the painter was trying to paint the crabs, okay?
Screw the painter. I wanted crab.
Do not
That
screw
painter
the
is
painter.
a true artist. I've seen his work.
The wolf notices Thema aggressively run up to it and jumps backwards a little bit, bumping into the tree behind it. Bump! You hear an aggravated buzzing sound as two very large wasps come out of the trees.
Oh, God.
And
Okay.
now you know why the wolf was annoyed.
Now are we technically engaged in combat? Do they get initiative rules?
They are upset at the wolf currently. The wolf is
No, no.
scared, so feel free to take advantage of the
I wanna
situation
s-
or run
I
away.
I'm gonna Ray of Frost that giant wasp.
Why?
I
Are you
don't
gonna
like
save?
it.
Are you gonna save the wolf? How dare!
Yes.
I'm gonna
Yes.
save
How
the wolf.
dare you rescue that wolf?
I
I
want
You
missed.
missed.
It's
missed
now
and-
Arya's turn.
It is now definitely upset at you.
Friend
Okay.
Arya, can we save wolf, please?
Oh my
I'm
god.
going to attempt to Ray of Frost the same wasp.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh.
This is gonna be bad. I just-
Remember to target it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it hit.
Now, good job. Deal your heckin' damage.
Oh. Okay.
So
it
did
is-
4
it is now
damage
in-
and it rolls for initiative.
It is now in combat and will take its turn after Thema.
I'm going to approach.
That wolf is not having a good day. Dodge applied to Thema. Grants disadvantage to all who attack and advantage on all dexterity saving throws until next turn. Neat.
Sick.
It's gonna move aggressively towards Arya at full semi-frozen speed.
Oh my god.
You'd think a giant wasp would move faster than the speed of a normal wasp. No, apparently
You'd
this
think.
fat fuck can't move.
Okay,
It's like a
but
bumblebee.
but it
It's too
ignores
big for its
Thema
body.
because it didn't attack it. That's hilarious.
Yeah, because that's how bee aggression works.
Then does Thema get an attack of opportunity?
Oh,
Probably.
I'm going to have hand axe equipped, so I'm going to
Use your
axe it.
attack.
A question.
Axe it. Oh my god, I hate you all. It's a good thing Lorenzo's not here. Ah,
Jesus
missed.
Christ.
on the
No.
bright side, you rolled a 2 and not a 1.
Yeah, so it's not a critical miss.
So you did not
I am about
murder
to
that
send
poor
this to
wolf. Robin, what you doing?
Robin, prioritize
Laughing-
the
Laughing
one
maniacally.
behind
I'm gonna
me.
zoom in a little bit here. Oh no.
What?
I missed.
You missed, and you hit Thema for, I'm gonna say, 1 Frosty Frost damage.
Wait, what?
Uh,
I have dodge.
Yeah, he
Does
does
this
have dodge, so he gets a dexterity saving throw and advantage on it.
You
Oh my
do. You want to
God.
roll dexterity saving throw on that miss.
With
See,
advantage.
the nice thing about the spell animations I like is that I can see where you're missing exactly.
With advantage.
That's unfortunate.
I still get hit, don't I?
Take
Yeah.
1 point of damage, you hacker.
So Thema was saying that we should
How's life?
prioritize the one behind them.
If
Yeah,
you
the
wish
one
to save the
closest
wolf,
to the
yes, that would make the most sense.
Okay.
I'm
Save
gonna
the
handle this
puppy.
one that's in front of me.
Save the puppy. Is so cute.
We're gonna Ray of Frost it. Keep frosty.
My god.
You know what? With it technically. Oh wow. That's advantage on that attack.
Wow.
Nice.
Let's go.
Okay. Roll for crit. Arya fires their ray of frost, but it's like a Kamehameha and not just a normal ray of frost.
Damn.
Ray of Frost.
Hate you.
Boom.
Hate you. Hate you.
I was going to say Kamehame Frost, but
Also, the wolf has like a little snow on its back. Wolfie boy is gonna take his turn, which is holy crap. Wolfie boy is gonna run the fuck away and hide behind Arya and lie down behind Arya's legs and nuzzle up against Arya.
Arya.
This wasp is gonna very aggressively go its full distance that it's allowed to go, which is 5 feet.
5 feet.
I'm so disappointed.
A little frozen.
It's a little bit frozen.
Again, we could have attacked it and still incurred its wrath and have it moving towards us while you did opportunity attacks to both of them.
Oh no. That poor wasp. Wasp falls over deceased.
It's cut in half.
On the ground. It definitely got cut in half.
Make sure to move over here to make sure that I don't get FEMA in the line of fire this time.
it's fine. I wouldn't mind it.
And I'm going to
I
attack
deserve it after all.
the wasp.
This is quite a lovely mess.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Well, that wasp can no longer move. It takes 1d1 gravity damage, which I'm 90% sure will kill it. Yep, it falls to the ground and shatters. No loot for you.
Yeah, I think we're good.
We could probably extract its stinger.
Sure, you want to extract that one?
And that's the end of my turn. So, Arya, you better pet the puppy.
I kneel down and hold out my hand to the puppy dog to see if he's friendly.
Roll animal handling
Okay.
with advantage.
Animal handling with advantage.
Yeah.
Wow, so big. Much advantage.
That's good enough. The wolf barks at you happily and then runs off into the forest.
Well, bye, doggy.
With all of its running power.
Bye, puppy.
I wanted to say hi.
Too bad. Alright, what are you doing with this bee?
I am extracting its stinger.
Okay, roll nature.
Work, damn it. 11.
You try to pull the stinger out, but fail miserably and end up hurting yourself.
I mean, how do they end up hurting themselves? They're metal. They can't even get poisoned.
They theoretically take 0.001 damage. Okay? To your north, you notice a diverging path.
So I head north a little.
There is grass and there is beach. Which way would you like to go?
I guess north.
I would like to use my axe to see if I can break into the carapace. And then go for the venom stack.
Sure, dexterity roll.
Ability check, normal.
You smash the bee into little bitty pieces.
Come on!
You
No fair.
failure. Fail.
No!
Fail.
I'm so sorry, FEMA.
I could have tipped arrows with that thing. Or my spear.
Would've,
Or my
didn't.
hands.
Is everyone moving north?
I'm kind of tempted to see what that's at beach, but we can come back later. Let's go north.
In front of you, you see a large open space, and basically nothing. It curves off to the right. And there's also a very thin path to the north, and you also kind of see like a weird thin path just off to your side. Just like a little bit in front of you.
So I assume this is the end of our adventure for today?
I say we set up camp right here and go no further.
You don't
I
want
mean,
to
we just freeze
explore
time.
like...
We don't have to set up camp.
You don't want to
True.
explore like 5 feet in front of you?
No.
No, thank you. Things look scary. I think we need a fourth.
But it's only 5 feet. Well, technically it would be 15 feet.
I see. Can we
see
actually
nothing.
go through it?
Yep, you see that there's definitely like a path through there.
What is this?
It's
It's
very
complete
thick.
darkness.
It is
It's
very
not
thick.
complete darkness once you get in.
It's rather dense in here.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Nothing sus. It's just very dense.
I'm just following Robin.
Can we just move
Sorry.
anywhere here? No, there is walls, actually. How am I just magically every time?
You're doing so well. Arya's somehow gotten ahead of you.
Because there was no wall there.
Well, heck.
What's over here?
You notice that there is a cute little pixie thing just chillaxing.
A cute
and-
pixie
and-
thing.
Oh. Hello,
Yeah.
tiny friends.
There's a
Is it
cute
awake?
little pixie here. It says hello in the tiniest possible voice. Nice to meet you!
Hello there.
The little pixie looks at Arya and says, Excuse me, you over there.
Yes.
Would you like a prize for finding me? I haven't had many visitors. It's been a good while. What?
How much do I know about pixies and fairies? That's a true question.
You're from what areas?
Yeah.
Diddly squat.
Diddly squat. Okay. I mean,
Do
sure.
I know anything?
Is there
about
anything I know,
pixies?
seeing that I was
You-
born here?
You know that they like shiny shit. The little pixie completely ignores the other two and asks Arya, Do you like long things or short things?
Please, want some more?
Short things?
Lovely. And then the pixie disappears, and in its place it drops a short sword.
Oh. All right. I guess I pick that up. Go. Oh,
Yes.
well, I guess I have a sword now.
Oh,
Now
is there
you
anything you can
have
tell
a
us about the
snake.
sword?
It's the same
guess-
thing you got.
Oh.
I
I was
recognize
going to
it
do
as
an
a
arcana
sword.
check.
Meow.
Once the fairy something is picked up, we are forced out of the brush by an unseen force.
Just be aware that there are hidden paths sometimes in these woods. Alright, as the party sets up a happy little camp, time freezes and everyone gets to go to sleep, I guess.
A giant pause symbol appears over the world.
A giant
What does it
magically appears. Next week,
That's why I was just like,
there
shoot.
is no session because Max cannot be here. Gives me plenty of time to finish the entire map of Ohwoh and maybe start on some other countries.
Oh my
how
god, imagine
is
doing
how
this on a
is
planetary scale, good god.
I'm trying really hard to make a gigantic world map. Okay.
No, I'm
but I
thinking about
will-
when I would probably have to do this.
Most DMs, especially starting out, would definitely not do the crazy bullshit that I'm doing, but I'm just having so much fun with map making that I just am really into it. Also, I like
If you
world
think
maps.
this is crazy, just you wait.
Most DMs spend 99% of their time building cities and dungeons. I'm spending 99% of my time building literally the entire planet.
Jeez.
All our experience points are being tracked, correct?
Yes, I will tally up everything later, and I will go through all of the maps that you've been through and note what has been killed.
Okay,
And I will apply experience universally to the party instead of individually, because I do not like the whole individual experience thing. Because
that
kill
makes way
stealing
more
is
sense.
bullshit.
We have an EXP shared equipped.
Yes, that's how that works.
I've been lucky. Most all of my DMs go by milestones.
Yeah.
So once we reach like a specific milestone, that's when the entire party levels up.
Yeah, mine is sort of an and or thing. Like, if you reach a milestone, here's a level up, or if you simply kill enough shit, here's a level up.
Yeah.
Nice.
So basically, whichever happens first, here's a level up. So, like, if theoretically you bumped into a world boss and it critically failed every single roll, and you somehow magically managed to kill it, you'd get like 3 levels ups.
Dang.
Good luck with that.